What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of Cub Reacts. As we jump into something a little bit different. Very recently, we were reacting to Burna Boy's live performance at Madison Square Gardens, but we have just seen the video has gone live, at least a playback of the video has gone live for his live performance at the Billboard Music Awards. This was very heavily kind of promoted, and it was a very well-known fact he was going to be performing, and he does actually perform, I believe, his new single, Last, which we have already reacted to on the channel, but I'm very keen to hear the sort of live version of it and how it kind of comes across to a crowd, and also how much the crowd are appreciating it more than anything else. So as always, friends, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you're getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And without further ado, let's jump right into the sounds of this one. Let's go. Now everybody go to breakfast. I always love Burna Boy stage arrangements. They're always well visually interesting. So arrangement-wise, right from the jump, this sounds very, very similar to the arrangement that we would have heard on the original. It sounds not as though there's a PA, but it definitely sounds very similar. Like there's definitely instrumentation playing over the backing instrumental, but it still feels like the actual instrumental is running, and there are kind of just live instruments playing over the top of it. Again, I love this arrangement with the kind of square pattern going backwards. It really does give off that image of kind of being in a tunnel, whether that's to represent tunnel vision, I don't know. But if you look back over all of Burna Boy's stage appearances, he always has really cool kind of layouts. So yeah, interesting start. Let's go. The drums sound just as heavy, but different, you know? Cool to see how many people are vibing as well, because this obviously as a tune, this is a big one for Burna. This is sort of one of the ones he's launching the album campaign with. When I did my reaction to it, I didn't even clock the kind of meaning around obviously there being the breakup involved. I still don't entirely know if that's definitely true. In regards to the song being directly about that, I'm assuming it is. There's been a lot of people very clearly talking about that. That's a main thing on there. But yeah, it's really interesting to see how people are reacting to this, because this would have been out about 3 or 4 days when this award ceremony went live. So yeah, very interesting to see how much people are enjoying it. I'm presuming everyone knew the tune already. It's Burna Boy, is one of the biggest artists in the world. Again, the drums sounding very thumping for a live sort of an arrangement of this, and then of course the choir sounding really big as well. Let's see how it develops. It's a loud crowd performance as well, man. It's cool to see the faces in the crowd as well reacting to it. And I think, again, I was saying this on the Madison Square Gardens performance, I don't know whether this will be a crowd that has sort of hanging microphones over the top. I think this is likely to just be a loud room. Burna Boy is incredibly popular at the moment. He's someone that is very popular with Billboard as well, the kind of audience that are involved who follow what Billboard is. He's had a lot of tracks land in the Billboard charts recently, and obviously he's just had the Madison Square Garden show. So there's going to be a lot of people that are very keen to actually see him live and be excited about the fact that's happening. Even with all that, the crowd is still very loud for this type of scenario, which is cool to see.
You crash your Ferrari for keep on. Now so much to remain could have been on look. My feelings to this swing line. Feelings to this swing line. The money get you I'm a white dog king Fendi suit. But you say I did nothing for you.
The general kind of instrumentation on this is quite cool as well. You can hear the live elements working in. I'm pretty sure the drums are live. I don't know whether it's a full-on drum kit playing over the top of those original sounds, because those snares are so thumpy. That's so difficult to kind of reenact with a live drum kit, especially in a live setting. They'd normally sound a lot more kind of wooden. On this, they sound very, very much as though they are sort of processing there. So I don't know whether the drummer's playing a drum machine, or it's just incredibly good processing, or there's a blend of the two. However, you can definitely hear the live instrumentation over the top. There's nothing more annoying than having a live band playing and them not being a part of what's going on. You know, it just seems like it feels like a waste of energy, and people do it. I'm very happy that Burna isn't.
Anything you want me to do, if I get you, I'm a wife, don't give any suit. But you say I did nothing for you, I for do anything you want. Maybe another time, maybe another life, you would be my wife, and we'll get it right. You don't cast, that's us. Now everybody go to breakfast.
It's the beauty of using a crowd, a sort of choir in a live environment, as well as you really do get to hear just how much room it takes up, how much it fills a room as well. Choirs are literally possibly the best form of making a vocal sound full, because obviously you've got loads of different vocals stacking up on top of each other. You've got the natural phasing of different people's voices working next to each other. What the chorus effect is literally built off the concept of what a choir is. So it's a really cool thing to see how heavily that's been used in this as a live PA of the tune. Okay. Ah! Ah, switch, let's go. I remember when Kilometre dropped, bro. I feel it almost got slept on at the time because it happened and it was just, I don't know, it felt like it was during a period where this sound was literally taking over the world to begin with. I don't feel Kilometre ever got the kind of credit at the time that it deserved. That was a really cool way of introducing it though, especially with the kind of live, almost military style drumming coming in, and then obviously Burna jumping into Kilometre, and you can see how much this instantly changes the vibe of the room. People are very much now like, I know this one. This is a banger. So yeah, very cool to see.
I don't want many kilometers. Learn from the teacher. I don't dare for the game, she not be dance. I just like Batman from a distance.
I always love the arrangement of this tune though. It's cool to hear the switch up in the vocals in the background as well. I'm loving how happy people are kind of watching Burna go as well. The guy is a global superstar. Like, it's not surprising to see how much people are kind of into what Burna's doing, but it's just cool to see it more than anything else. Like, I haven't seen one person looking like unenthusiastic about it. And obviously, if you're doing camera angles, you're going to focus on the enthusiastic people. But in general, it looks like a very lively room to perform in. And again, I love the switch up between the two versions as well. Really, really cool.
I don't walk a many kilometers. Take a picture, me just come, like I just got, like my money just come. Send them back to where they come from. But talking like the product of it on gun. Southside me come from, in and hear me bum. Long time me jump for one chair me bum. Long time it takes to bring. Long time it takes to reach here, me brother.
Woo! Jumping into that live solo to round it off live. It's all note to any live performing musicians: if you're performing with a band, let them solo towards the end. Don't keep it tight. Let them go. There is nothing more. You know, there's two sides to this. People like hearing songs played live and they sound just like the recording. It's like a big compliment as a vocalist if you sound the same. But musically, if you're going to see a tune perform live, you want it to sound a little bit different. Otherwise, what's the point? You want it to be a unique experience, and I think this is a really cool way of doing that, bringing these solos out, bringing obviously the live drums out, and just kind of amplifying it for the crowd. We'll let this one run through to the end and then give you our final breakdown of the performance, but I've got to say, Burna on fire, as per. Wicked stuff. There we go. Poke stars, leave me alone. I've been missing adverts so much recently. I've been really good at not catching them. But there we go. The sounds of this one. Burna Boy, his live performance of both Last and of course Kilometre at the Billboard Music Awards. Really exciting stuff. It's great to see Burna Boy getting that kind of recognition more than anything else as well. Fantastic stuff. Really cool live rendition as well. His vocal was clean. Not as kind of I feel as precise as the Madison Square Garden show. He was so on fire for this one. This must have been a bit of an afterthought, to be honest with you, in comparison to the effort that would have gone into the Madison Square Gardens one. This is just a couple of PAs, but they did a good job. Again, really nice kind of use of the live drumming was very noticeable. Again, the sort of solos towards the end, the instrumentation overall was nice, and a good crowd to perform to as well, which is always good to see. So there we go. Big up Burna, getting that global recognition is always good to see. So there we go. Massive shouts out to each and every one of you for looking into this video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page, turning notifications on, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. And we shall see you all next time, my friends. Have a good one, and peace.
Sounding so good right now, but they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, CubCamTV. Stay locked.